What's going on, everybody? Hola, ¿cómo está? Oh, Everybody, good morning, great morning. Happy to be here on this Friday with you. We got a lot to talk about. We got a great session ahead of us. What is going on? Waking up to this beautiful breakout on Bitcoin. Everyone knows what happened, but we're gonna have fun discussing it. We're gonna have fun taking a look at the markets today. We're gonna having fun enjoying our work. Yeah, that's what we get to do right now. We get to sit back, relax, have some coffee this Friday morning, and enjoy all of the hard work we've put in. And that's what it's all about. It's all about calculated risks and calculated returns. And yeah, we had a lot of salty people here this week telling us Bitcoin's going back to $20,000 and all that nonsense, but whatever. That doesn't mean anything, right? Where are they today? Echo, echo, empty, empty. Doesn't even matter. What matters is that we're here together doing our thing. And now we're going to get to enjoy that over here. We got a lot to talk about. We're going to get right into it, and then we'll get into price. By the way, you can see over here, everything versus Bitcoin is off today, right? All the altcoins versus Bitcoin are getting smashed, rightfully so. Bitcoin's doing the hard work right now. We know how this cycle goes, right? If you're into the altcoins right now, you know how this cycle goes. Don't worry, Bitcoin does the hard work, and then everything else, they do their thing afterwards. Right now, Bitcoin is breaking out. Bitcoin's breaking out because over here we had, by the way, did you see that tweet last night? Resistance is meant to be broken. There we go over there. Some people are wondering whether or not I had the correct trend line. I mean, what do you mean? Elon Musk, 4:20 in the morning, I believe, tweeted out in retro. I guess it was only 1:22. Depends where you are, I guess, in the world. In retrospect, it was inevitable. Elon Musk went ahead and changed his Twitter profile to one word only: Bitcoin. Bitcoin, Bitcoin, Bitcoin. What does it mean? What is his signal? What is going on? Do you remember? It wasn't too long ago. That over here we had Michael Saylor tweeting over to Elon, and he's like, hey, listen, why don't you do your shareholders a favor, a $100 billion favor, and convert the Tesla balance sheet from dollars to Bitcoin? Other firms on the S&P 500 would follow your lead and in time would grow to a $1 trillion. Are we looking at Tesla trading at $1,000 in the weeks and months ahead? What's going on over here? We know next week that we have the Bitcoin for Corporations by MicroStrategy. Michael Saylor is going ahead and he's leading the way, showing corporations, public companies, how they could get Bitcoin on their balance sheets, giving them the roadmap. At this conference, are we going to see Elon Musk announce that Tesla has done this? That would be the platform to do it. Is that all possible? We all know that right after this tweet over here, right after Michael Saylor tweeted to Elon, and Elon asked, is that even possible? Yeah, I've purchased over $1.3 billion in Bitcoin, and I'd be happy to show you my playbook offline from one rocket scientist to another. And then over here, Elon, the next thing that happened was Elon flew out to Hawaii to meet with Oracle's Larry Ellison, who sits on the board of Tesla, who's known, there was whisper around the valley that Larry would be adding Bitcoin to Oracle's balance sheet. Will that happen also next week? We're going to find out. We're going to see. It's an exciting time. This is all signal over here. Someone else pointed that over here, right? This is what going to take Bitcoin over to 100,000? I don't know. It doesn't matter. Whoever's first is going to be first and ahead of the game. Either which way, it was so funny over here. You had Peter Schiff over here. He's like, I'm postponing the third as long as possible. Bitcoin is inevitable for everyone, whether you like it or not. That's what's happening over there. What's going on this morning with Wall Street Bets? By the way, they're focused on the public markets until the close on Friday. Their plan was to pile into Bitcoin over the weekend once the public markets close. Public markets. There's nothing public about them. Let's listen to Anthony Papalano really quick talking about this rigged game over here. This is from his newsletter over here. Brandon shared it with all of us yesterday. Absolute fire starting at this part right over here. Let's see what's going on with this rigged game.
That feeling of being screwed by Wall Street never disappeared. The feeling has actually been exacerbated by the Federal Reserve and our elected officials. They continue to intervene in markets and conduct market manipulation via quantitative easing. The dollar is being devalued at an incredible rate, but nobody seems to care about that. This punishes the 45% of Americans who own no investable assets. They feel like they can't get ahead. They feel like everything is getting more expensive, but they're not making more money. Well, that's right. That is exactly what is happening. People have been screwed from a system structure that is built to reward investors and punish savers. All this market manipulation and intervention inflates asset prices and devalues savings. So you have millions of people who are psychologically scarred from the past, combined with a continued feeling of being left behind. But the internet steps in and creates a lifeline. The access to information, communication tools, and financial markets has suddenly increased significantly in the last decade. You don't need a Bloomberg terminal and a legacy brokerage account to play the game. You don't have to go to Harvard or Wharton to be invited to the hedge fund idea dinners. You don't need to wear a suit and tie for someone to listen to what you have to say. Instead,
Pomp absolutely destroying it, Pomp killing it, letting us know how this game has changed, why. This over here, is the Pomp newsletter on Substack. You can find it from his Twitter bio. You can find it just by doing a quick search over here. I didn't read it. I didn't read this newsletter over here. I just listened to this clip yesterday and half of it again this morning. Absolute fire. Giles is right. Something is changing over here. The old guard is being taken out over here. This is a beautiful time to be alive, and it's beautiful to share it with you. By the way, quick heads up, anyone that is following now Wall Street Bets, I think they're off Reddit from what I understand. Listen, this is not about gambling. There's no way this is about gambling. There's some worrisome talk about some people going ahead and taking their paychecks, betting it on some of these really highly speculative instruments. You can't do that. You're going to be living by a bus down by the river if you're lucky. This is not how we play this game, and it's all a game. We play it by being really risk adverse, by doing our research and understanding where we need to be invested, why. There's no way you can hold on to your position if you don't understand why. If you're chasing price, if you're chasing momentum, you're going to get wrecked, and it's happening all over the place. Look over here. This is a financial broker over here that they're pumping up again this morning. I wonder if they're pumping up this broker because everyone's had it. Everyone's had it with Robinhood. Everyone now knows that they're. And by the way, does anyone know why does Robinhood need to go ahead and look for $1 billion of funding right now? Why have they exhausted their credit lines? I don't really understand. If they're a pass-through broker, what are they trading against their clients? Not just selling their data, but trading against their clients. Look, everyone, you have to be informed, you have to be careful, and you have to know what's going on. Otherwise, you're going to lose your money. Let's get into the charts a little bit over here. Looking at silver over here, blasted out over here, right? Look what's happening over here. Blasted out. Everyone here was watching this yesterday as we were watching somewhere around 26.50, right? We pulled back into the support over here at 26. Beautiful retest. Now resuming off, conquering the markets all day long, and now into the resistance at 27.55. What happens if we break above that 27.55 resistance? I've been telling you that here since September, right? Break above there, we take out the 2020 high, and then from there, it's not price discovery because it's not a new all-time high, but from there, from $30 to $50, that's going to be some exciting stuff. Let me pull up a monthly chart just so we can see what that looks like over here. Once we get above 30, what's above us? We have some resistance at 35. Let's draw it in because that's something that we're going to be watching on the way up over here. Let's draw that in over here. Let me come back down to a weekly chart so I could get a really good idea of where that resistance is and draw that in over there. All right, we got it over there. We got some resistance over at 30. Let me hold on, turn that red. And then I want to get above, and I want to put that resistance over here at 34.90. So let me just do that so we have our levels above. We always want to know what's going on ahead of us. And there we go, 35, the whole number. Let's get it. Let's get it. What about gold over here? Gold is broken out above this little bit of a trend line. We were setting this off, waiting for the pullback now. Waiting for the pullback now. Let's see if we get it. We might not. We might come into this resistance over here next. Over here at 1890. That's fine. That's good. Even if that doesn't get rejected, giving us any opportunity, if that were to occur, it's a safer entry getting above this 1890 resistance and then looking to get for the next leg, attacking that trend line. Above that trend line, gold joins the party. Silver, I expect, is going to outperform gold during this little bit of run we got coming up in 2021. Let's see if that's right or not. If I say something, I'm just sharing my opinion. It's not investment advice. Don't go out and do something because I said it. But by the way, this was beautiful to read this morning. I've been following Jordan and Conquering the Markets group, right? We all work together. It's not just me for some time now. And I had a small Bitcoin position before joining CTM. But Jordan's videos and your input and the research I did based on the research that I did, someone was pointing something out that was of interest to me. I did the research. I understood why. I did based on this information, gave me the confidence, because without knowing why you're in the trade, you can't hold it. When you have a little 30% pullback, you're going to get shooken out of your trade because you don't know what's going on or why you're in the trade, right? And that really works out as planned. It will hurt if Bitcoin goes to zero. It will hurt if Bitcoin goes to zero. It'll hurt me if Bitcoin goes to zero, but it's not going to negatively affect my life. Don't risk more than you could afford to lose. For me, this is well positioned, and the chance of Bitcoin going to zero or below 20,000, my average entry price, does not seem very high. In the last few days or weeks, it's not been easy to stay fully positioned, and I guess without regularly watching Jordan's videos and the Conquering the Markets group, I would have reduced my position. The honesty here is absolutely phenomenally amazing. There's a lot of FUD out there and a lot of people that have been calling the 40,000 the top on this bull cycle. Really? How misinformed must they be? How misinformed must they be to call 40, even calling a top? How do you call a top of the cycle right now, right when we're over here? We're not even close to the top of the cycle. That's this zone over here, right? Can you imagine not understanding the 4-year cycle? Could you imagine the handicap that you're looking at the market with? I think that it's time to say thank you. You absolutely thank you for this message. And let's continue to ride the bull of all bulls. What a special thing we got going on over here. What a special thing. All right, what else? Where was I? What's Ethereum doing this morning? Yeah, we go. Look at this. Ethereum holding that support, resuming off it. I could take away this arrow. This arrow is placed well in advance over there. Ethereum getting ready to break to new all-time highs, hit that price discovery. What's going to happen once Bitcoin finishes this move? By the way, what happens next on Bitcoin? Do we come in for a retest right now? Sam, I know you're looking for that right now. Look, I don't know that we're going to come in for a retest. We got a lot of momentum here, and it's momentum for a good reason. We got the technical break. Right, Gene? It was coiled. It was coiled down over here. Ethereum might be talking about. Ethereum is also. Boom, you got the breakout. Are we going to get a retest and then a resumption? I don't think so. I don't know. I never know. I don't think so, though. I think that maybe we come towards that area over here, towards this last high, towards 41,000 in that area, give or take $1,000. And then maybe let's see what happens there. Maybe we pull back a little bit. Maybe we blast through it. We're going to watch and we're going to see. Is it possible you get a long wick here this session, get that retest over there? If it does, be ready for it. Next week should be very exciting. Next week we see some really, it's not just headlines, especially if something like Oracle or Tesla were to announce that they put Bitcoin on their balance sheet. What's going to happen? That Tesla's going to fly. Tesla's going to fly. And then what's going to happen with Zuckerberg? Is Zuckerberg going to go ahead and be like, oh, I'm getting left behind? Is Facebook going to FOMO next? Is it going to be Google? Who is it going to be? That's what happens next. If Tesla makes the pull, and we don't know that he's going to. We don't know, right? It sure looks like it, but we don't know. But if that's what happens next, forget about it. This bull run is going to take off. And it's going to be a beautiful sight to watch over here. Wall Street Bets will be coming in hot this weekend. Watch what happens this weekend as Wall Street Bets gets into crypto. And that's what they're going to do, rightfully so. Are they going to take Ethereum here to new all-time highs and into price discovery? I sure hope so. Gene's going to be at the conference. It's no joke. What's happening here is a paradigm shift. It's beautiful to see. It's beautiful to be a part of. 444 likes. You like that number over there? Thanks everyone for being here this Friday, for sharing this beautiful thing that we do together. What what's going on with the equity markets, right? Does anyone care? Are equities exciting, right? How long have you been hearing me say that? When did I start telling you equities were not exciting? Did you believe me? Some people are commenting, oh, they're exciting to me. Oh, that's fun. Have fun. Yeah, that's good. What's going on over here? What's next on the S&P 500? I want to try to figure it out because it keeps my game sharp, right? So what's going on over here? Look, is that this? Let me zoom in a little bit. Let me get a clearer look. Let me come to the daily time frame. All right, let's try to get a clearer, cleaner look for what's going on over here. And I want to try to set up what happens next over here. All right, so we had that big sell-off over here. What did it do? It brought us down. It's kind of like the support area is holding, but it doesn't seem too legit. Is there anything else down there? Did we come back down to those two spikes downs over there? Kind of look what's happening. It's kind of messy. I don't really like it, but I like this look a little better as the market's now showing me this is where it's paying attention to. All right, what's next? Well, so far this area, though, whether you keep my original line or the one that I just put, is kind of holding. Do you hear my voice? Do you hear the cadence of my voice? It's very uncertain, right? So that's a signal to me that, first of all, I don't have the greatest clarity of what happens next, right? We do know that if we resume down over here below that last bit of support, taking out these last two touches over here, then the next thing we're targeting is that line of support down over here or the 36.23. Is that possible? It's entirely possible. It's entirely possible over here. What's happening right now is the whole world is seeing how rigged the game is. That's what's happening right now. The whole world is seeing how rigged the game is. It's coming from a bunch of people on the internet, right, who are taking down Wall Street, right? And then you have what's going on. I heard, is Nancy Pelosi getting involved, right? What are they going to take down their friends? I don't think so, right? So what's going on? Are we going to resume off here and test the upper end? I don't know. I don't know. We'll check in on Monday. What happened on the Nasdaq is a little bit cleaner. It held the support over here, but it does not yet look, not even taking out a higher high in the daily, and that would be into resistance. It doesn't look like something that I want to get involved in. And how about this? As long as we're above this trend line and within this area right now, for me, it's just no man's land. For me, it's just no man's land, and that makes it a little bit easier. I'll keep tracking it because I want to get it right, because I want to make sure that I stay sharp. And when things are difficult, and right now for me, the equity markets are uncertain. Not before they were, a few weeks ago, they were just unattractive. Right now for me, they're uncertain. They're uncertain. It's not something that I want to attack to the downside yet, right? And it's not something that I want to step in and buy. I would need a steeper correction, a 9% correction, not a 3.5% correction before they came attractive. What about on the dollar over here? The dollar remains, this is Winthrop's trend line over here, the neckline of the double shoulder, head and shoulders we're looking at over here. But this line that he added in yesterday is of great importance on the near term. And you could see that we're kind of also in no man's land on a Friday morning over here in no man's land. I don't have Brad's chart with me, but this angled trend line over here is an extension of the outer trend line over here, going back up to the high over there. It looks like we're getting back in it, right? I'll pull that up over the weekend. Heath on Trade Talk, by the way, is going to put out a weekend video, what's going on FX markets, as he always does over the weekend. If you're not subscribed to Trade Talk and you're not subscribed to Brandon Crypto Trades and Tech, you're simply missing out on some amazing content. These guys are CTM all day long. Make sure you subscribe. Let's pump their numbers up because they're putting out better content than anyone else you're going to find. Whether or not we are breaking down over here, I'll put out a tweet. I'll put out some type of notice to all you so we can track it together. But it looks like we have the possibility of falling back down into that channel over there. That would put us really bearish once again on the dollar, right? What else? What else do we got looking at? What did I tell you this was going to happen? Did I tell you this was going to happen all week long? Have I been telling you once we peeked into here? I was like, oh, this is up. This is the gold to Bitcoin ratio up 12% today. This looks like a place to lean in, right? We had another touch, finally breaking outside that consolidation wedge. Looking here now to take out that low over here. And once we do, that's when this thing is going to crumble. I think it's one of the easiest trades all year. Listen, just because I say it doesn't mean that you should do it. Do your own research. Do your own research. However, you could do that on Kraken. Kraken offers this pair. Someone let me know on Twitter. And if you're interested, listen, it looks like something good. What else are we looking at over here? Right? Are we interested in looking at what's going on with copper and nickel and palladium? Not really. Bitcoin taking out 38,000 today. Beautiful to see. Zuckerberg, someone caught that. Yeah, Zuckerberg. I can't wait for the day, Greg, that the Winklevoss brothers' net worth is greater than Mark's. I can't wait. That's going to be a day that all those involved in the space should really celebrate. Warrior, thanks for the like. Thanks for supporting this channel over here. We got a lot of people in here today, and the likes are down. So that's fine. We're going to keep going. I'm having fun this morning, enjoying what's going on with you, and that's what we're here for, right? Corporation FOMO, Bruce. That's exactly what's going on. This just turned into a Friday Ask Me Anything, hanging out with my family, doing what we do over here, because you know what? Everyone here is well positioned and understands exactly what's going on, and we get to enjoy it. We get to enjoy it, and that's right. What else? Silver, yeah, SLV. I'm glad I own some. I'll tell you that much. I'm glad I own some. What's going on? Is this going to break? You know, is that a cup and handle? I'm on the 8 hour. Is that a beautiful cup and handle right over there, breaking out right now? Pre-market up at the top of the cup over there, getting ready to pump up. As you're looking at, by the way, the underlying over here, as you're looking at silver, right into that resistance as well. Wow. Beautiful, beautiful moment here. Beautiful. Listen, so here's the thing. Why do I always mess up? Here's the thing. Listen, this is pure speculation. Right? This is pure speculation. This is not something that, like, it's not even worth the popcorn. You're aware of the pump, right? What is it over here? 650%, right? Over here, 800% Dogecoin. But is this something that you want to get involved in? Are you following the FOMO of Wall Street bets because you're not involved? Absolutely not. You're going to lose money like that. Don't do it. By the way, it was pointed out appropriately, so I think it was Pure Vita yesterday saying, listen, if you feel the need to speculate, make sure you're doing that with a portion of your account that warrants it, and the most that would be 1% of your account. Listen, the whole point of what we do here is to methodically approach the markets and conquer them. You don't do that through FOMOing and getting involved in price spikes and trying to, like, make money. You're in a rush to lose money if you're following something like this. And I don't want anyone in here getting involved in that. I want people methodically conquering the markets. Thank you, Bobby, for that. Thank you for that very much. Yep, that's a great comment over there. They already did that. You don't want to follow the FOMO. You want to be preemptive of the FOMO, right? You don't want to get on Dodge, and that's great. So nice, David. Another one at the conference. Amazing that I know 4 people who are going to be at the conference. I think that's absolutely just beautiful. Beautiful. Let's get this off the chart over here. Let's move back over to silver being rejected here this morning as the markets get to open up in 1 minute. That's just noise. That's normal price behavior. Let's see over here as right now in 1 minute the equity markets get set to open. Let's see what happens. We're going to be tracking it over here as Bitcoin continues over here, rocketing on its way towards Mars with Elon. So where is the Bitcoin conference? It's online. It's online. You can register over here. Go to MicroStrategy. Just search DuckDuckGo Bitcoin, MicroStrategy Bitcoin Corporations, and you'll find the link really quick. Yeah. That's right, Bobby. This is a great. So by the way, Bitcoin cheap under 40,000. So listen, I'm going to be calling what I believe to be the low of the bear market somewhere around the end of March, April. And whatever pricing is there, I'm going to say in the coming bear market, I'm pretty sure, and I'm going to show you exactly why, I'm pretty sure this is what the low of the bear market's going to be. So anything under there is cheap, in my opinion. But we'll look at that a few months from now. That's getting ahead of us, right? That's right. Absolutely. Absolutely. Best options for silver, the futures. The futures for me, always the best option. But yeah, there, look, great question, but do a little bit of research. It's not something we're going to cover and do in here, but be careful. What else is going on? Bullish, bullish, bullish. Coinbase is down, right? Anytime Coinbase is down, that means Bitcoin is pumping, right? We had a tweet over here. I'm going to try to find it. I don't see it over here, but that's the truth. So we've opened up here to Ask Me Anything. We're just going to have fun enjoying this Friday morning here together. Absolutely, my pleasure, right? Robinhood being taken down. Robinhood. Why is Robinhood asking for $1 billion in funding? What's going on? Giles bringing it. Gene will give. That's right, Jake. Thank you so much. Gene will give us an update about the event. Gene is going to be there present. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to hearing all about it. Love the 3 dubs over there. Jordan, just got some Litecoin for the first time. I think it'll catch up. Let's look at what Litecoin's doing this morning over here. Litecoin should be pumping if Bitcoin's pumping. It is. You can see Litecoin over here lagging a little bit right now, but just step back with me. Just step back. Do you see the pattern? Do you see this big consolidation, leg up? Big consolidation, leg up, happening over and over and over again. Bigger, and watch out. Don't get comfortable ever. Big drawdown, recovered, consolidation, leg up. Consolidation, leg up. You're seeing a bigger consolidation here. Are we getting ready for a bigger leg up on Litecoin? It sure looks like it. You got to wait for the breakout of this trend line over here. Is that the good trend line over there? This one's a little hard. Let me go ahead and try to get a little bit accurate over here for everyone, right? And are we going to do this? Is this what's happening over there? Right there. So Litecoin getting ready on the launch pad over here, getting ready to follow the coattails of Bitcoin. It sure looks like it to me. It sure looks like it to me. Boom, 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 boom. You're the end. Michael? I don't even know what that is, but thanks for being here. Right? Oh, the man. The man. Let me plug in this machine before I lose the battery and we go poof. There we go. We're back here together. What's next over here? Is the price going to keep going down? Blah, 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 blah. I'm trying to catch up. See if we got Uniswap, decentralized exchange, no stopping trains. This is the future. The future's being built. Go ahead. If you haven't listened to this, listen to this over here today. At some point today, the game has changed. That's what's being built over there on Uniswap. Pomp, by the way, on a tweet this morning, asking everyone as he's seeing what's going on. This is not new, by the way. You see Ray Dalio this morning being like, oh yeah, Bitcoin makes sense. Yeah, good for him for being able to see what's going on and being able to collect information and change his mind. He's really late, right? And then he's saying, oh, but the biggest threat to Bitcoin is its success and governments might take it. Listen, Ray, that's great that you're on board, but really we have no need to listen to you, right? We're going to continue to listen to the pioneers, the intellectual giants who got it right. You know Michael Saylor, by the way, as everyone's like, oh, you're the Chad. He's like, no, I'm not. It's the guys that came before me that did all the work. And that's why he is the Chad, right? For doing that. Anthony has been all over this for a while. Anthony this morning tweeting out, listen, if you're building something, a decentralized platform where people could fight this rigged game, get in touch with me. I want to invest in that. It's changing. Uniswap is behind that. Uniswap is the future over here. And it's all built on Ethereum. Is there a big use case for the Ethereum network? Absolutely. Absolutely. So what else? David, I'm talking with the corporate CPA today about adding Bitcoin to our balance sheets. Love it. Absolutely love it. I'm going to jump down and skip all these comments to come down into real time to see what we're talking about. GME, again, don't find yourself. This is beautiful though, what's happening here. This is beautiful. Robinhood is forced this morning to open up people to purchase GME this morning. Forced to. They're forced to. They're trading against you. You're not on their side. They're against you. They're not doing it because they want to, right? And what are you seeing over here? You're seeing some hard. Listen to the first 3 minutes of this video, and you'll see why GameStop is so important over here. You'll talk about someone talking about how their parents' lives were ruined by the last crisis, what it meant to them, right? What it meant to them, how their friends were living off school catch-up, right? And then how they're fighting back right now by getting invested over here. These guys are not going to let up. These guys, they're looking to take down billion-dollar hedge funds. That's what they're doing right now. It's a fight. Find out why they're fighting. Find out why they're fighting. So, boom, Anthony. Coinbase Pro is up right now. Thanks. Listen, have multiple exchanges. People don't understand why I say have multiple options, have multiple exchanges. It's because you want to have the ability, if your exchange goes down, to be able to act elsewhere. Boom, 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 boom. XLM, let's check it out. Let's check out XLM BTC because Bitcoin is eating everything this morning. And there you go. Look at that. So let's see what's going on. Let me look on the 3-day first. We got that big trend line break. Breakout, retest, resumption. It has not yet taken out that support, of that resistance over here. Over there, you can see it going back to the touch over there. It's the same touch over here. Once we get above, then we're looking much higher over here, up towards this level where my mouse is right now. But right now, is that a buying opportunity as Bitcoin has broken out, coming back down into this area of support over here? If you resume off, what's the time frame you should be trading right now? What's the time frame you should be trading crypto? Is it on the 8-hour? Normally, when price starts moving fast, though, do you want to be somewhere on the 2-hour? Think about it. Think about it. By the way, just a heads up. Crypto has the capacity we talk about all the time. It's not the futures market. It's not the indexes. It's not foreign exchange currencies that you get the breakout, retest, resumption, and it's the only way to trade. On altcoins, we get breakouts, as you saw on Bitcoin this morning. You get breakouts that get away, and sometimes they don't come back in for that retest, right? 1,000 likes, fire this morning. Thanks, everyone, for being over here. That's right. Bitcoin is hope. And by the way, Michael Seiler owns the domain Hope. Bitcoin is hope, right? It is hope. It's hope for a fair and just future, right? And by the way, just so we all know, right? Look, Bitcoin doesn't need Elon Musk. Elon Musk needs Bitcoin. And he figured that out. In retrospect, looking back now, I understand it was inevitable. Bitcoin does not need Elon Musk, but Elon Musk needs Bitcoin. Understand that there are people in the past, Roger Ver, who thought that they were so important that Bitcoin needed them. Bitcoin doesn't need anyone. That's what makes it Bitcoin. Thanks for being here. Thank you, brother. Thank you, Andreas, so much. Definitely happy to be just sharing with everyone here this morning, right? What else are we looking at? Got another one with Coinbase Pro down. Get off of Coinbase. Coinbase, by the way, just straight up is the Facebook of cryptocurrency. Understand that. Ooh, Timothy bringing the fire. GameStop is the battle. Bitcoin is the war. This is a meme right over here. Beautiful. Beautiful. No, look, for me, the trade is Bitcoin only. I did yesterday a training session with the Conquering the Markets group talking about Bitcoin lightly leveraged, experts only. how to best trade that, how to best manage that trade, talking about your liquidation level, where to keep it, where to deleverage, when and why. But Bitcoin lightly leveraged is the only trade that Bitcoin's the only thing that matters. It was just put up over here. Bitcoin's the war, right? Ethereum, I'm all about it. Ethereum, but I don't have FOMO. As you saw over here, finally, Ethereum making its new all-time high. Bitcoin did that back when? When did Bitcoin take out 19,500? Back in early December, right? Whenever it did. Ethereum then doing, I don't have FOMO. I'm positioned for the future, right? But I support it. But like you have no idea. I'm not one of those people that like, oh, Bitcoin only, and if it's not Bitcoin, then it doesn't belong. Are you kidding me? It's a big world out there. And many projects, many cryptocurrency projects are going to thrive in the future. That's like saying that like there should only be Amazon, right? So, Jordan, who can trade that whippy action on GM? Yeah, you should not be. You should be rooting for the battle. You should be educating yourself on why this battle is taking place. And you should be informing other people, because the more that look, in this community over here, it's iron sharpens iron, right? And collectively, as we continue every day, every week, increasing our knowledge, increasing our skill set, we all just as a group get better and better and better. And it's the same thing with the greater world around us. We want everyone understanding why the game is rigged, right? We want everyone is embracing a fair and just future, right? Some people this morning, someone out there shook by the free world, it was like, you're losing your freedom. No, we're fighting for our freedom right now and every day. What's next? First Majestic Silver. Let's look over here at Silvergate. Boom. Look at this. Look at when it broke out of our trend line over there, our famous consolidation, launch ramp, breakout, boom. Here was the pullback. Here's why I can't stand trading equities, because you can't get into the resumption. You get this big gap up over here, right? You gotta, like, in equities, it's almost like you gotta position in and then buckle in and hold. But if you're a trader, a swing trader on the 8-hour time frame, you gotta find the best markets to trade. But beautiful, beautiful to see over there. Thank you, Warrior. Thanks everyone for being here, smashing that like button. It does help support the channel. It helps support my work. If you're new here, welcome. The algorithm, for whatever reason, has brought you to this uniquely special place. I'm so glad that you're here. Just by watching a few sessions, you're going to understand why this place is different. It's a beautiful place. I'm glad you're here. So what else we got going on over there? This guy actually is Vince Vaughn. I've heard it said a million times. I've heard it said a million times. Listen, go watch Vince, right, in the Google movie. It's fantastic. Alan AU, keeping it going on Twitter over the weekend. Make sure you're following Alan AU, bringing Conquering the Markets to Twitter. I follow him. I like all his content. Really good stuff over there. Everything is eating the dollar. That's right, over there. And this was brought up over here in this rant over here. The dollar is just being devalued. Now you have other people. Raoul Powell's a big fan of the dollar, right? You have this guy Steven Van Burger King, big fan of the dollar. You have a lot of people. Brent Johnson, big fan of the dollar. So, look, consult their opinion, see why they're a fan of the dollar, and maybe you'll buy into that. Consult all sides of always when you're doing your research, so you understand why you're invested and why. What else we got going on over here? Good. Use Coinbase Pro, not Coinbase. Let's look at it. Let's look at a Bitcoin pair over here. IOTA Bitcoin. Let's see what's going on over here. I'll check it out on Binance. Right? I'm going to come down to the 3-day. If I'm looking at something I'm not familiar with, I have to go over here to the 3. This does not look good or something that you want to be invested in. Right? This does not look over here. We're flatlining and dropping down. That's not something that you want to be long in during this Bitcoin bull market over here. In my opinion, it's an alt season that is being led by DeFi, and for good reason, because DeFi is the future. Not only that, the SEC, what could they do to DeFi? How do what could you do? Who do you bring in? Right? So anyway, in my opinion, not investment advice. Look, this was a failed breakout. And then what's going on over here? Nothing since, right? You want to follow, you want to be looking for things that are actually going ahead and appreciating versus Bitcoin, whether it's Ethereum, right? And is this the opportunity here? Ethereum, Bitcoin, let's check it out. We broke the support over here, right? Let's check this into resistance over here. We broke that support, right? Ethereum pulling back, and notice how it's peaking down over here to this other area of support. During this consolidation, this is where the market pulled back to. We have new support over here. Resuming back up over here. Is this a place to attack Ethereum? I don't know how soon, because I don't know what can happen next week. It is next week that we see that February 3rd, that we see the conference beginning over here. Is it possible that we get an explosive headline? And if so, Bitcoin could and should lead the way, right? If Tesla adds Bitcoin to their balance sheet, or already has, and it's announced at the conference, yeah, for sure, Bitcoin's going to be leading the way. That's going to put more pressure not only on Ethereum and Bitcoin, but on all these pairs versus Bitcoin, right? So just be aware of your surroundings, understand what's going on. It is good to be alive. It's a blessing to be alive. It is a gift to be alive. And let's pray for those who are without hope. Everyone needs to have hope, because there are certain people going through certain stuff, and it can be very dark and very lonely. And once you lose hope, it gets really difficult, right? So let's feel blessed and grateful that we do understand that it is good to be alive. GBTC, Greg, opening up around 38. Let's check it out over here, GBTC. All right, look at the gap up over there, following Bitcoin over there, the underlying on its pullback over there. Let me come back down to the 8-hour so you guys could all see it and understand it. By the way, I think it's, for me, it's much easier following Bitcoin than it is GBTC or QBTC or anything else. I focus in on Bitcoin, and if you're looking to invest into GBTC or anything else, I think the best way to do it is by following the Bitcoin chart. What else? Thoughts on ETH's future? Large and big. I hope they make it. It's highly speculative. People don't like when I say that, but you have to understand what you're investing in. They're hoping that they can make it work. There's a lot of really bright people building on top of Ethereum. I think they're going to do it. I think that Ethereum is going to thrive this cycle. I think Ethereum outperforms Bitcoin this cycle, right? I think that you're going to see Ethereum outperform Bitcoin, not by much, but it'll outperform. Bitcoin lightly leveraged. I like it better. Are we seeing in the future, will we see corporations put Ethereum on their balance sheet? Anything's possible. I don't think so. Anything's possible, but that's not what Ethereum is, right? Or its use case. And Ethereum's got big use case. And yeah, I think Ethereum's future is very bright. Yeah. Daily dose of Bitcoin, absolutely 100%. Not only that, for the first time ever, I included a thumbnail. I've always been more focused on what? First of all, it's just simply on the quality. Is what we do here, making sure that we're all on the right side of the trade, on the right side of the market. Navigate 2020. Can you imagine the things we accomplished in 2020? Who was right more than us on across all of the markets? Nobody, right? So it's always been quality, even when it was 30 people here each and every day. But yeah, just adding a thumbnail, adding a title. We got some more people in here, but our community is so strong and so tight. And we have people like George, we have people like Stefano, Pure Vida, Cameron Tribe, helping moderate all the spammers out of here, that we're able to continue to grow now, and it's beautiful. But what else are we looking at? Yeah. So flip. This is a great question. It's a great question. And the question is, listen, how can we best navigate price discovery market when prices are making new all-time highs? Many alts are close to that price discovery stage, and I'm wondering how to take profit in such markets. There's one video that you need to watch. It's very important. It's on the Bitcoin playlist. And if you go to this channel's Bitcoin's playlist, it's one of the most important pieces of work, I believe, out there that's going to help inform everyone about Bitcoin and its 4-year cycle. But there's a video on that channel, and it's called, Ethereum price prediction. I'm going to share it with you right now. Not play it for you. I'm going to share it for you so you could see it and find it for yourself. And it talks about Ethereum's price prediction, and it talks about where to best exit altcoins during this bull market phase. It's absolute. There's only 15,000 views. Can you imagine? This was put out in November, way ahead of Altseason. I put it out in November, at the end of November, because I knew that Altseason was beginning. I saw it beginning. For a lot of other people, that came about a month later. But anyway, as it was happening, I put out this video. Watch this video, and it's going to answer your question, how to best navigate and what you're looking to do. Nope, I don't. So the question is, if you can find me anywhere else. My main platform is here on YouTube. Now, should I be on Twitch, or should I, I can't run my own server and stream, right? We've talked about it. Some people were looking to help. We never made it anywhere. I deleted Facebook a couple of years ago. And, the reason being, you got to value privacy. Watch Edward Snowden's movie. I deleted Facebook. I'm just on Twitter and over here on YouTube. Yeah, Anthony, platinum is historically trading at half its price. I mean, the question you have to ask yourself, understanding everything you do, Anthony, and I know you understand a lot, right? But why platinum over Bitcoin at this moment in time? Because at this moment in time, and this is the moment in time we are right now, we're right over here. We're right over here, and we're getting ready for this big run over roughly the next 230, 40 days, right? I mean, why platinum? Why platinum over Bitcoin? Maybe at the top over here, because there's going to be a top of a cycle. It's going to come roughly somewhere more or less between 400 days after the halving and 450 days after the halving. In this area over here, we're going to have a cycle peak. At that point, maybe you want to, exit into platinum, exit into silver, exit into gold, right? But right now, you have to ask yourself, where do you want to be and understand why? So what else are we looking at today? Make a t-shirt. I think that was the comment about GameStop being the battle and Bitcoin being the war, right? Maybe. I hope so. Gene. Woo. Elon needs Bitcoin. That's the t-shirt right there. Elon needs Bitcoin. Let's put up Bitcoin over here. Let's put up that chart over there. Just having a little fun. You know what? With all the hard work that we always put in, isn't it nice to have a little bit of fun? Isn't it nice to have fun? Isn't it well deserved? Right? It's a Friday. Love our Friday sessions together over here. Absolutely. Fidelity taking them down. I'm curious, and I don't know the answer, but I'm curious to whether or not we're looking at, I took down the page, as we're looking at the Wall Street Brett's crew pumping up that exchange, if they're doing it because they believe it's a better exchange for people to trade. I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure at all. Just 35 minutes in. Has it been 35? Oh, no, an hour. I'm lagging behind. I just want to jump up to real time, catch up with all of you. I'm going to go ahead and actually enjoy this Friday morning over here. I'm going to enjoy this Friday by making breakfast for the kids. We got 6 hungry mouths in here this morning. We got 6 kids over there waiting for some beautiful breakfast. We're going to make them a daddy breakfast over here. And then I'm going to jump on the mountain with a friend over here and get some turns in, enjoying this beautiful Friday over here. Everyone, thank you for being here. Thank you for this beautiful time together. Listen, Have a beautiful weekend. And I'll see you all and talk to you all on Monday. If there's anything that needs to be addressed over the weekend, you know I'm going to be updating you on Twitter. I'll keep everyone up to date what's going on with Bitcoin on Twitter. And if need be, I'll definitely post a video. Thank you for this time. God bless you all. If you're new here, welcome. Make sure you subscribe. We got more going next week, as always. For many reasons, this video. Everybody, have a beautiful, beautiful day. Have a beautiful weekend. Stay safe, stay free, keep up the fight, and I'll talk to you later.